Hi, Juan. Great to see you here. Let's take a look at your site. You've got it nice and clean. I would center this with this, bring that over a little bit. And so let's see what we have here. Okay, you could probably bring that up a little. What you want to do is go into your header and fix this. Okay, so when you come over here, you're going to want to go to Change Header Design. Okay, right here. And then you're going to end up with the color over here, and you're going to make it 100% opaque, your background. And that means when it scrolls, it's not going to overlap. These are pretty garish colors that I'm looking at right now. I don't like that color. I can't even look at it for a short time. I don't want that color. That's too bright. I'll do this for now. You'll go in here and you'll make sure that you've got full opacity so that when you publish it and then preview it, and sometimes you have to refresh it for it to do it, we'll refresh it and then we'll preview it. So what that will do is that will disappear. The background is going to be opaque and you won't have overlapping anywhere. And that's what you want. All right. Okay. Let's see. You probably need a little more of this to talk about, maybe what kind of gear you like to use, that kind of thing. And focus on right here. And you can take off student. You won't be a student much longer, probably, possibly. So you don't have to do that. You can take student off. You can just say Honduran filmmaker, and take this off, or you can say Honduran cinematography, but filmmaker might gather more searches. We'll see. Then for your projects, they may need to be optimized. That maybe the files are too big. Nope, they're down here. So I recommend moving your videos above. And what that will do is just give somebody something to look at when they land on your site. This could probably come up higher. Okay. And this looks all good. Okay, so let's take a look at your mobile and see how things are with that layout. Okay, so here you say director. Then you may want to say director also on your other page. Okay. You have your name already. You can put a little sizzle reel if you want. You don't even have to have your homepage. If you want to delete it, your about will become your homepage. So if you're going to say Honduran filmmaker, you could say film director and take this off. And then that would be, in here somewhere that, where you went to college. Close out a little bit. Probably bring this up a little, close it a little. Once you make any adjustment on your desktop, it will follow through to your mobile. Yeah, so swap these, put the image or video above it, and the context description after it. Make sure we have equal spacing when you get to your mobile. That's pretty equal. Check what's underneath. Okay, yeah, I would just go ahead and move those to the top though. All right. All right, great start. Good job. And then when you're finished with that, you will duplicate your site, as I may have mentioned. Let's see. And of course, to do that, you're going to come up here to Site and Duplicate. Then you're going to resubmit this by hitting the Publish and using the new link next week, because it will be a separate site, right? And then if you want, you can come in here, you can, on your duplicate, make all the revisions that you were asked to make with the placement and everything. Then if you wanted to, you could play with this. You don't have to. There's nothing that says you are going to come up with something better than what you have. Just want you to know that it's there. All right. You could go, this is the site design. You could go here and change background colors. Stay away from Wix colors, Wix images, sorry. You're a cinematographer. We don't use stock images in this situation. And if I did something like that, which is really bright, I would definitely have to correct this, right? You'll be looking at accessibility next week, and that's going to be super important. Okay, so it's going to look at contrast, and I would definitely have to fix that. Okay, this is rather light, so I would actually choose a different font theme for that. And then this, you can go in to design, and you can customize that. If you go to menu items, you'll have the hover color, current color. You go in here and select what you want. The hover color, when you're rolling over it, maybe I'm going to use that. And then the regular might be what it defaults to. Might be, I don't know. I'll just choose gray. So you'd have to publish it and refresh it to make sure that it's, actually taking these changes. Sometimes you do, like I say, have to refresh the page. It'll look like it didn't do it, but maybe it did. Okay, that could use a little higher contrast too. All right, so that's where you are right now, and I'm looking forward to seeing it next week. Great job, Juan.